Hi, I'm Delaney Walker.
And I'm Zach Yeager. And thanks for checking into the first episode of 2016.
A lot has happened in just these 2 weeks we've been back.
Perhaps the most controversial issue since we've been back is some questions that have been circulating the school. What happened to Mr. Perry? And what's the future fate of the music program?
Many rumors have been formed regarding the disappearance of Mr. Perry, but to find the truth, we got an exclusive interview with Mr. Perry himself about the subject.
Unfortunately, because of legal issues, the administration could not release any information regarding his dismissal. But we did get an interview with Mrs. Perkins and the new music teacher, Mr. Nielsen, about the future of the program.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Castro with In the News at CHS, speaking to Mrs. Perkins about the music program. So, Ms. Perkins, what's the future of the music program for this semester?
Well, we have, I believe, some things being planned and scheduled. Mr. Nilsson, who's a longtime instructor at CHS, retired from here. He's come back and will be with us for the rest of the semester. And from what I hear from them, they've got some events planning. They're working with kids, and he could probably tell you a little bit more, but we're going to continue with performances and being at games, and I think the kids have some ideas of some things they'd like to do to complete this year as well.
Okay. Thank you. And now I'm here with Mr. Nielsen and Mr. Brumana. So, Mr. Nielsen, why'd you volunteer to help out the music program?
Well, we heard that the band teacher had left for some reason. We don't know why. And I love band. I was a band guy in high school. I was a music major when I was young. I've been in bands all my life. And so I thought, what a terrible thing after finally growing a really good band program to just let it die on the vine. So I thought, well, if there was nobody else who had the kind of background I had, I'd like to do it. And so I called Miss Cerna, and she talked to Miss Perkins, and I suggested, why not Mr. Brumana? Because nobody probably in the Valley knows as much about music as Mr. Brumana.
And Mr. Brumana, what's coming up for the music program?
For the music program this year, we are planning some festival trips for the band. So the band's actually going to go and perform at Disneyland, as well as the choir. The choir is going to be going to some choral festivals here in the Valley, so Fresno County choirs. And then just moving forward, the band's going to continue playing at all of our sporting events, or as many as we can, both for CHS and West Hills College. And hopefully we can get the choir out there to do some of the national anthem performances. So we're just looking forward to building a great program that students can sign up for next year, regardless of who's teaching it. So whether it's Mr. Nielsen and I continuing on into next year or a brand new teacher, we just want to have a program that is viable for next year.
Okay. And can I add one thing?
Yes.
You may not know it, but the St. Louis Rams are now the Los Angeles Rams. They've moved back home.
All right, thank you, Mr. Nielsen, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Johnny. The music program is looking up.
Also looking up is the mock trial program. Last Wednesday, they traveled to Fresno to compete against Edison, a match that ended in an unexpected yet well-played win.
We had field reporter Natalie Medeiros talk with some students about their success.
Hi, I'm Natalie Medeiros with In the News at CHS here with Angie Mora. So you guys won your competition. How does it feel?
It feels really nice. It's a good way to start off the mock trial season, well deserved. I would say we worked really hard and I'm really happy with the outcome.
And now I'm here with mock trial head coach, Mr. Delano. So Mr. Delano, how have your students been preparing for this event?
We've been preparing for 5 months, and what our competition entails is 4 different competitions, where twice we are the people or the prosecution and twice we're the defense. And we are giving a case that is nationwide. And what we do is we split up our kids into 2 different teams, and each side is trying to show why the defense should be cleared or why they should be convicted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I'm here with Jenny Guzman. So Jenny, is this your first time competing in a competition like this?
Yes, it is.
And how did that go for you?
I think it went really well. I didn't get nervous on stand, and my attorney really helped me.
That's good. And how do you think that the team will do in later competitions?
Well, we did really well this time, so I think we'll still do well. We have a lot of great attorneys on our team.
That's good. Thank you, and back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Natalie.
For the past 4 months, Drama has been preparing the show Thoroughly Modern Millie to perform for the public.
Many hours and dollars have made their way into this production. Friday night, the cast had an all-night rehearsal that lasted until 6 a.m.
We had a field reporter talk with some of the members of the cast.
Within the news at CHS, here talking to Bree Darnell. So Bree, what's your contribution to the play?
I'm actually the costumer, so I pick out clothes that we already have and fit them to people in the cast.
How's that going so far?
It's very stressful. We have some of the girls and guys who need multiple costumes, and then we have the different body types. It's very difficult right now with the select style of the 1920s.
What type of style exactly does the 1920s require?
1920s style is a waistline that is lower than what our waistline is now. So it's actually lower than the belly button, and the typical 1920s woman was incredibly thin. She was just a stick. So it's very hard to find that with modern women because of the size differences.
Thanks, Bree. And now I'm here with Leela Sexton. So Leela, what's your role in the play?
I'm Millie Dillmount. I'm
How have you been preparing for the role?
Oh my gosh, every night we're going over songs and practicing lines. My little sister probably knows the whole play by now just from helping me.
Is having a main role like stressful?
Mostly just nerve-wracking, but it's super exciting.
How ready do you think you are for the show?
Almost as ready as I can be. Getting there.
How do you think the all-nighter has helped you prepare for the show?
I think just going over it a bunch of times obviously is gonna help. Just get it down better.
Thanks, Leela. And now I'm here with Gerald Butler, former assistant director of the Performing Arts program here at Kalinga High School. So Gerald, what brings you back to Kalinga High School's all-nighter?
Well, I was requested by Mr. Lucero, your guys' director. He asked me to come back to help out with tonight's rehearsal, and I was honored to make a return just for one night only. And I think today or tonight, this whole rehearsal, I think everything I've done so far has been very successful, and I feel like I've made the most out of the time I've been here and just the short 8 hours I've been here.
How ready do you think the students are to perform?
You know, I'm very impressed. Thoroughly Modern Millie, the level of difficulty of this show, it's on another level. Young Frankenstein, we really pushed the envelope, but now, once again, Kalinga High School Drama is taking it to a whole new level, and I'm so impressed with the performers, and there's a lot of new faces on stage, so don't be fooled, you must come out and watch the show. It's really amazing.
Thank you, Gerald, and back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks, Cassandra.
We'll now head over to Rafael Guzman with this month's Tech Talk.
Hi, I'm Rafael Guzman with this month's Tech Talk. Since the new year just started, CES has also just happened, and BMW announced their new BMW i8, which replaces all mirrors with cameras. It lets you see around the car, behind it, and even in front of it. No mirrors at all. It's not even street legal yet. And speaking of cameras, the Polaroid Snapshot just came out, bringing Polaroid cameras back into fashion. It's been a while since they were. And if you're a gamer, Final Fantasy is making another game. What is this, the 45th game in like 2 years? Final Fantasy is so overdriven, and Rolo loves them, and he buys all of them. Oh man. Sennheiser, a very trusted headphone company that we even use here in the news, is making a $50,000 pair of headphones. Yes, but the display is a lot more than anything that anybody has ever seen, and the sound is near perfect. And if you're an iPhone user, just like I am now, there's a wireless charger for an iPhone that's coming into production very soon. It's about time they catch on with Samsung. see that. See that? Recently, there's been new technologies invented, including one that's been catching on, Li-Fi. Light-based technology that connects your phone or other devices using light to the internet. It would be ashamed if your lights were turned off though. And that was it for this month's Tech Talk. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Rafa. And now we'll head over to Mikey Canales with this week's Horn Toad Highlights.
Hi, I'm Mikey Canales with this week's Horn Toad Highlights. Basketball faced Fireball last Thursday, ending in a result of 75-35 victory. Today they will compete against Los Balos in an away game. Good luck, boys. The girls basketball plays a home game today against Los Balos. Also last Thursday, they played against Fireball, winning with a total of 46-31. Last Friday, girls soccer played against the Fireball Eagles, which resulted in a devastating loss of 2-1. Better luck next time, girls. Boys soccer had an eventful tie of 2-2 against Fireball last Friday. The boys fought hard, which led into an overtime, resulting in a loss of 2-4. Better luck next time, boys. And that was it for this week's Horn Toad Highlights. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mikey, and thanks for watching.
And remember,
if it's important,
it's in the news at CHS.